What is up, guys? Merry almost Christmas. So, um, we're sitting here, hopping on Ace Attorney, the Ace Attorney trilogy. Not because I haven't played it, just because I don't know, I got bored. Saw it on sale, so I grabbed it. About to play a little bit of this just because. See here. Skip settings. You got a full auto skip. Okay, so obviously we're gonna start off with Ace Attorney, because why wouldn't you? Alright, first turnabout. We all know this story, so we'll get through it. We'll get through it pretty quick. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Oh, golly gee whiz. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Glad I made it on time. I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. Oh, shoot. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Oh, no. It's the boy. Hold on. Alright, where's the boy? Come on, where's Larry Butts? My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, woe is me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Buddy. You good? Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her, man. I can't do it. Zoinks! No, I'm kidding. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? First responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested with the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I own one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 2.
Order in the court! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
I'm definitely giving him a school voice. I don't care what you say. The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
The defendant with Larry. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Get your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
I know this one. I've read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No, wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is in the court record. That's the R1 button to check at any time, okay? How do you know what an R1 button is, huh? Psych. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Obviously, it's Cinderblock, and, I mean, like, come on. It's Cinderblock. What am I, stupid? Cinderblock. Psych. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Hold on, I got this.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you care? No, shit. Would you explain to the court just what this object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the finger. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Thought you added the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record secretly. If you don't have evidence, you have nothing. That is the law in courtroom. Whatever Miles says, I don't know.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. The face twitch though. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you described is genuinely what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. And she brought back a shiny corner.
Passport added to the court record.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... stop him. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have an answer, honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order! Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I, didn't see her. Objection! Objection!
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawin to the stand.
By the way, this guy's catching a Mad Hatter voice. Watch this.
Mr. Sawin, you sell newspaper subscription, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony. Witness's account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Well, I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Are phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawin used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you may begin your
Cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, right, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Every word in red I'm just gonna say with a spam thing.
Cross-examination. Do 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 Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the Your statement directly contradicts the why can't I say autopsy? Your statement directly... God damn it. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death... Fucking hell. Why can't I talk? Yo. The autopsy notes the time of death as sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to... no body to find at 1 p.m. Anyway, how do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that!
Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Why were you so certain that you find the body at 1 p.m.?
Well, gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Witness testimony. The time of discovery.
You see,
When I found the body... Oh, I messed it up. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding.
I see. You had a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Cross-examination. The time of discovery. See, I already know the contradiction. Coming from the television, huh? Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Good. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, oh, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court preferred to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please.
Excuse me. Witness testimony, hearing the time.
Actually,
I didn't hear the time, I thought. Well, there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
you saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Cross-examination, hearing the time. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Alright, here we go.
You with your and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. I thought in there, okay? That's the clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My opponent.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is the clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known it was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction!
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder! Okay, off topic, but like, I love how he goes. I love how he goes. The only way he could have known it was a clock is if he... You're lying! Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove that I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Listen to Federer sounded like this.
Order in the court! Intriguing! Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Faceless? Just look at the witness's face!
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard, no, I thought. You have to put your hand at me, though? Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright!
Your Honor,
You claim this other witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
the whole case is right on this. I gotta think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. That which is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11... Wait, no.
It's 11:25.
Oh, shit! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it's running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right! How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! I was so close!
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sobek.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all flies!
Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
I mean, Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over.
I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes.
But that doesn't mean you can't still win.
Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right?
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock be 3 hours slow?
Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see the evidence that proves when the clock is running.
Okay, I can't do that voice. Let's see this evidence that proves when the clock is running slow. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As you all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? You are dead, not a big surprise.
Oh, order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality. But this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
Not guilty.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people are out of their houses. That day, when they went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in and do his dirty work. While he's searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Stick, I believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen her smile and on such a satisfying note. I've never seen a chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was the... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practice the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Oh, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that shit. And she was just playing me for a fool. Did that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't just let me show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What is she talking about? Yo, I almost went into my interview badge. Take that! Check us out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. You probably just needed a clock, that's all. Think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made you feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People do. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer is because of him. Yeah, part of it at least. You have to tell me about this. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me in the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure you're not one for us. Unless you cut the clock to you again. I know it then. The clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Oh shoot. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end.
Alright, second episode unlocked. And we are gonna stop there for now because I'm feeling a little tired. I said we're gonna stop there. I don't want to play anymore. Okay, fine. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping this evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue of the Thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know, I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight and say Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, whatever the usual, Joy. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Okay, what? I don't want to play anymore. September 5th, 8:57, Faye & Co. offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Red, white, blue. Alright, that's cool. Now I'm trying to save. Alright, I'm going to end the stream here and go to sleep. And I will stream again tomorrow after school because we have a half day.